What is going on, Governor? It's Chisgule here, and today it's the first day of KVK Season 3. We've got a lot that we want to cover today. We've got the Lost Canyon, which we need to review. We've got holiday events, which we need to talk all about. And there's an Almighty Governor event that's worth getting a look at. Let's start by getting a quick look at the Almighty Governor. You can see I'm already getting scouted. The KVK festivities. I turn into a pincushion when I teleport into the Lost Kingdom. So, what I want to show you first and foremost is that if you've just entered into KVK, it looks like there's a new event, Almighty Overlord. It aligns with the Mightiest Governor. Now, there's nothing too special in the awards you see here unless you make it to top ranks. And if you do make it into top ranks, this is where things get kind of interesting. The rewards are kind of compelling if you're going for honor. There's a ton of honor to be obtained via honor tokens. You're, of course, battling against all these other kingdoms, so that seems like a pretty tough spot to obtain. It looks like somebody already has pulled down 16 million points. How do they have so many troop training speed-ups left after just doing the pre-KVK events? But whatever. They're going all in on Mighty Governor, it looks like, which is also happening right now in our kingdom. And if we just review here how you get points, it'll start and end at the same time as Mighty Governor. All points earned for the Mighty Governor rankings count toward this event. So actually, accumulating power is a piece of the puzzle, but basically everything you do in your Mighty Governor counts here. Governors who accumulate the specified number of points during the event will receive corresponding rewards. All governors in the Lost Kingdom can participate. The top 1,000 governors in the Lost Kingdom at the end of the event will receive amazing rewards. They're fine. The rewards are fine. Amazing is a strong word. Please see the Mightiest Governor event page for detailed rule scoring. So there you go. Points in Mighty Governor translate into Almighty Overlord. I wonder if this will continue to be a thing in subsequent Mighty Governors. It looks like that could be the case. Past Glory is not here yet, but there's more we need to talk about. Let's talk about the holiday events. We covered this recently in a live stream. Card will be up in the top. Check that out. We want to go over the events that have now arrived. The Christmas tree is here. You basically run around doing a bunch of activities. We'll talk about what those are in a second in order to get items to decorate your tree. As you decorate the tree, it levels up and you get goodies. You can also unlock a higher tier of rewards for 7,000 gems. It is absolutely worth the gems. If you make it even up to, like, I don't know, I'm shooting from the hip here, but level 15 or even level 17 seems like a really good spot. For the city skin, the 10 legendary commander sculptures seem pretty good too. The thing that I'll say is that if we think that a More Than Gems event might be around the corner where you get extra rewards for spending gems, then you don't want to use your gems to power up this tree just yet. Hold on if you're a low gem spender. Wait, you'll still get all the rewards for the lower tier, even if you've already claimed them. So it doesn't matter if you unlocked them when you didn't have the special 7,000 gem upgrade. You'll get all the previous levels too that you've already done. In order to get the items to level up your tree, you do map collection, city collection, and defeating barbarians. Check out my gathering playlist if you want to see all about how to do those things really well. In addition, there is an ice and snow 5-day event. We've seen this event before. You know how this goes. There's going to be a series of things you need to do. They're revealed day by day. And as you do that, you level up a chest for Universal Epic Commander Sculptures, some amount of speed ups, and some amount of the currency that'll be used for the Christmas tree. My recommendation here is that if you're going to go battle a bunch of barbarians, wait until at least day 2 of the event when that will become available. And if you're going to rally a bunch of forts, wait until at least day 3 of the event when those become rewarded as well. There is one other sweet event that hit the second we entered in the Lost Kingdom. That is the War and Peace event. I love this event. It lets you trade 200 of each type of building speed up for an equivalent number of training speed ups. This is huge if you are a high city hall level and all your buildings are maxed out. You don't need your training or your building speed ups anymore. You always need these training speed ups. So let's go and pick these up now. Let's rock this event. We have 13 of the 1 minute building speed ups. Guess we didn't have a lot of those saved up. We've got 2,652 of the 5-minute building speedups, so we'll definitely convert all of those. Then we'll go in and trade our 10-minute speedups. We've only got 60 of those. The 50-minute speedups, we have 1,800 building speedups at the 15-minute tier. 30-minute speedups, we have 368, so we'll claim all 200 of those. At the 1-hour tier, we had 1,770. At the 3-hour tier, we still had 540 of the building speed up, so I feel really good trading those out. I guess all those commander wheel spins were not so bad after all. And we have 561 8-hour building speed ups. We'll turn those into 200 8-hour training speed ups. We have 2 15-hour building speed ups, which now are training speed ups. This puts our speed up bank into a much better position. I feel great about that, and it looks like there is some field collection we can collect from Ice and Snow. The last but not least thing we need to go and get a look at is the Lost Canyon. The Lost Canyon is available when you enter into the Lost Kingdom, and Lost Canyon is an event that rewards you for holding your position for some amount of time. It's basically the same as Sunset Canyon, but for the Lost Kingdom, and instead having sort of a ladder where you're ranking up and getting a score, you're instead a rank relative to first, and you get some amount of currency per hour based on your rank. Right now, we're sitting in 5th place, and the shop has some pretty cool goodies. We should talk about what these are and perhaps where you should be spending in the Canyon shop. I know I'm talking about a lot of things in this video, but there's so much to cover. So in this Canyon shop, there's 2 legendary commander blueprints. I guess legendary commander. What am I saying? Legendary equipment blueprints that are very strong. And they are very powerful, but gosh darn it, it's going to take so long to get the materials to craft these. It's just uncanny how long it would take to actually craft some of these items unless you're spending like absolutely crazy. So in my opinion, for most players, the number one thing that you can be obtaining is actually the material crate chests. That is my number one recommended pickup from this store. These are chests that reward you a random material type, but the upside is that if you buy them in a higher quality, you pay less per item. So you technically are getting more value by buying the elite chests rather than buying the advanced chests, and the advanced chests are better value than the normal chests, but only by a small amount of currency, quite frankly. I also, of course, really like the gold stars, need a ton of those. However, I personally will be unlocking both of these patterns, even though I'll probably never make them, because you really, in my opinion, want to have the option of making one of those patterns, especially given that they're so awesome. So if we go in and we get a look, we're pulling down 988 currency per hour. I just did some quick math. The Lost Kingdom is 50 days. And if you were pulling down an average of like 750 currency a day, I don't know what rank that would be, but sorry, not 750 currency a day, 750 currency an hour for the duration of your time there. Sometimes you're more, sometimes you're less. That would give you 900,000 currency, which is a lot to work with. The patterns are in the realm of 225,000 currency. So those patterns are really kind of expensive to pick up, especially if you don't think you're going to be crafting them. You need all 30 of those blueprints in order to make one single copy, and you still even have to have all the materials too. Now, we should just go get a look at that equipment. Let's ignore that scout. We should just get a quick look at that equipment. The legs in question are really good for a garrison commander. They're really good for a mixed rally. I don't know when you would have one of those, which is why I think garrison for Ark of Osiris is really interesting, because people dump all kinds of troops into a structure. You're basically paying a ton of materials in order to have stats for each troop type. You could get stats for those troop types that are not quite as good, but I mean, look at this one. This is pretty close, Karak's Humility, right? Like it's just the same as this one, but it doesn't have the archers stats. So you're really paying a premium. And I I don't know how much this is really worth to your average player. The same is sort of true with the boots, although I think the boots are a good bit better because there's no itemization equivalent yet in the game. So you could do windswept boots, which, look, I like the march speed. I like there's some infantry and cavalry stats here. You're never going to craft the cloud racers at the epic tier for just 2% of stats. But these legendary boots are best in slot for infantry, they're best in slot for archers, which makes them pretty good. I guess it's only a slight boost for archers, honestly. So really, it's just gangbuster for infantry, and for infantry, you've got a march speed option here, which is not unreasonable if you want to go for a set. So I think the legendary items are interesting to pick up, but your average player is not going to craft them. We reviewed in our live stream how the reward for the Lost Kingdom is Skolas's Lucky Coin. That's what you get if you are one of the top alliances, either holding the Zig or taking out alliance forts and owning them. The problem is that you don't actually get a completed coin, you get the blueprint. And I calculated, even with all the materials I already have, and I have a non-trivial amount of materials, it would take me 150 plus days of material grind in order to be able to craft Skolas's Lucky Coin. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. The coin is amazing, but I do find it a little perplexing just how difficult it is to craft. That said, it is best in slot and totally game-changing. So I hope you have enjoyed this Lost Kingdom review. If we zoom out, gosh darn it, wouldn't you know it if this is my third season in a Corner Kingdom. Oh, the map design gets me every time. All right, my friends, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts about the Lost Kingdom, the Lost Canyon, the holiday events. Goodness, there is so much to talk about. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.